Cooking Together Generations. This is episode 33, and today we are celebrating Easter in the kitchen. So we're going to show you a few side dishes, some appetizers, and also how to dye your eggs, some fun ways to make them look a little cool, and we'll tell you how to boil them as well, so you can screw it up pretty easy if you don't know what you're doing. So, first thing we're going to start with is a little side dish, some roast, or I guess glazed carrots.
Glazed carrots.
So we're going to take you over to Brock.
All right. Hey all, we're going to just do a simple side dish for Easter. And what I have here in my pan is I've got 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, because we're going to be adding salt to this recipe later on. And I got to get my stove on here. There we go. There we go. Under medium heat. I've already started to melt it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this butter a little bit hot. And then we are going to add 2 tablespoons full of salt, which is why we're using unsalted butter. Okay. We are going to put in a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. That's going to be our that's going to help it glaze. And then we are going to add a basic, a little more than, I got to check my wine here. 2 tablespoons of wine and a couple tablespoons of water just mixed together. We're going to put that in there. And you're going to see that gets nice and hot. And then simple. We're going to take some carrots. They've been brushed off. Get that last piece of fur off of there. We're going to leave the stems on because it makes them pretty. And we're just going to drop these in.
Just like that?
Just like that. Just like that. And we're going to stir this around a little bit. We get that brown sugar and that glaze going over the top. See how that's browning up? And then what we're going to do with this is really simple. Again, I don't have much to do today because we're going to let these simmer for about 15 minutes. So I'm going to take a lid. Now, I don't have a lid for this pan. We're going to show you a little trick here. We're just going to use a pizza pan. I'm going to drop it right on top, like that.
If it fits, it sits.
If it fits, it sits.
And
then when you take it off, you're gonna burn yourself.
No, because I got my handy dandy Easter bunny mitt to push that off of there. So we're all good.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw it over to Amanda while these are steaming, and she's gonna work on some hummus, I believe.
Yes, I am. So I'm going to show you a little appetizer for your Easter. It's going to be real pretty pink. So we're making a beet hummus. Now you could do this with roasted beets, fresh beets. If you've never seen one, this is what they look like, cute little guys. But we're going to use canned beets today. So in my blender right now, I have got 2 cans of chickpeas drained and 1 can of sliced beets. And I've actually kept about a cup of my chickpea juice. We're going to use this to get it kind of to the consistency we want. We'll probably only use about 1/3 cup of this, but I kept a cup just in case it doesn't get quite to the consistency we want. So I've got about 1/4 of a cup of olive oil here that's going to go in. I need 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. This is going to give it a nice little umami flavor. And I do have some salt and pepper in here. I just forgot. I was a little generous with the salt, very little pepper. You want more of the flavors of the beets and the sesame oil and all that to come out. Don't want to make it too spicy with the pepper. And then I've got 1 lemon juiced here. Into there. All right. I'm going to put my lid on and we are going to blend this up. Oh, and I have 3 cloves of garlic. It only calls for 1, but we like garlic a lot. Thank you, cameraman. Thank you. So got the lid on here. Don't want any accidents, so appreciate that. All right, so we're going to start this, get this blended up. Maybe.
Power on.
Whoop, might help if I turn the power on, right?
It's on. Now it's not.
Oh, what the heck.
There, now use it.
Technical difficulties. Stand by. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, while you're messing with that,
We're going to go over to Grandpa while we figure out our blender issue.
there are so many different ways to hard boil eggs for Easter, okay? So what I did for you this week, folks, is I did some research. And I did them eggs all the different ways, and I'm going to report to you. First one is I put the eggs in a pot and covered them with water. If you got 6 eggs, about 1 inch of water, 7 or 8 eggs, couple inches of water. That worked. I got my little notes here. That worked really well. Then I also put them in a steamer basket with a little, this is 12 minutes. Okay, 12 minutes, and then take them out, put them in an ice bath. Cold water on the eggs until it gets up, let it boil for 12 minutes, and then take them out and put them in ice water. The second one I did was I steamed them on my steamer, put about 1 inch of water in there. Those came out really good. Then I tried the newfangled air fryers, okay? And I didn't have too much success with the air fryer. Here's my eggs out of the air fryer. So you can see they did crack. I did them exactly the way they say to do them, but didn't work out.
We're bringing in an understudy, folks.
I also did them in the microwave, and they tell you in the microwave to poke a little pinhole in the bottom and then put them in the microwave. That didn't work out well either. Here's my egg. In fact, I exploded one in there. The other way I did them, and this one seemed to really work. So I have the boiled ones in the water. The steamed ones worked. I also did them in the oven. Put the eggs in a cupcake pan. I did put the folders in. The reason I put these in there is if you lay the egg on the metal, the eggshell might turn a little brown, so this way it doesn't. In the oven, 350 degrees for 30 minutes. They came out perfect.
What?
Yes, absolutely perfect. Okay, now the secret to hard-boiled eggs, number 1 is make sure they're old eggs. A week or 2 weeks old is better. They're going to peel easier. So when we come back, we'll finish up with the blender, right?
We're ready to go with the blender.
Oh, okay.
We brought in an understudy.
Okay.
We had somebody on standby. Our blender got sick. We had to bring in the understudy. So I'm just going to show you how creamy this gets real quick, and then we'll take a break. We're going to plate everything up, and we're going to show you how to dye your eggs. So real quick, we're just going to get this moving a little. And what you're going to need to do is take your spatula, get things moving around in there, because all this stuff's going to get stuck on the top.
Looking good to me.
And I think I forgot to add my chickpea juice, which might help things along. There we go. Lid back on. Oh, there we go. It's going to be this nice pink. I'm going to get everything moving in here, and then we'll come back after we get everything mixed together. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back. We got the blender problem fixed, and Amanda finished her hummus. But I want to real quick.
Crisis averted.
Real quick. Coloring your Easter eggs. There's a really unique way to do it. Here you can see I've done some earlier. Got a little tie-dye, and I got a little brush, and I got a little speckle. And I'm doing them here. What this is whipping cream. Now you can also use shaving cream. If you use shaving cream, you get a little brighter color because there's a little alcohol in there. If you want a muted colors, use Ready Whip. I smeared it on here. I rolled the egg around. Now that's been in there sitting about 10 minutes. So let's see what I have. I just did solid colors this time. Wipe it off, and let's see what I come up with here.
Oh, that's so cool.
Huh? There's my egg, folks.
And it's a lot less mesh than.
Well, yeah, and then when you're doing it with your fingers.
Well, kids can do it because it's not hot. You don't
Yeah,
have
and
to.
if they eat it, it's whipping cream.
Dipping them in dye, you always make a mess. Get it all over your
Yeah,
tongue.
Yeah, I would put it in the whipping cream. I'm not sure I want my kids eating shaving cream.
Yeah, the red one's
Although
not
I'm sure
as good
they
as
have.
that. There you go. Easy way to do your Easter eggs.
That's
Now,
it.
next week on Easter Sunday, this is the week before. On Easter Sunday, we're going to show you how to use all these leftover eggs.
Yes, we are.
Absolutely, we are.
Anything else there, guys?
We're going to bring you over and show you our plates.
Yeah, we got our plates. Got our plates done.
So I've got my hummus here. It worked out. We got the blender working. I just topped this off with a little sprinkle of some more sesame oil and olive oil. We've got some of our homemade basil pesto right there in the middle and some chickpeas. And you've got a nice little appetizer for your family here. Tell us about
And the glazed carrots, basically what we've done here is we took them out. You can see they've got a nice little caramelized glaze on it. And the last finishing piece that I did is I take about a 1/4 teaspoon of fennel seeds and I crushed them down and I just sprinkled some fennel seed on top of the carrots just to give it a little extra boop. Boop, boop, boop,
All
or
right.
bop or power or whatever you want to say, but they're really, really good. Everybody gets a carrot on Easter Day, just like the rabbit, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab my.
And our set coordinator made us a
Yes.
special little dessert for Easter. We've got some eggs or egg nests here with some cake peeps. Or
Party cake peeps.
Party cake marshmallows. I don't know if we're allowed to say peeps.
Oh well,
That's right.
Everybody knows what
we
they
just
are.
did anyway.
All right, so there's our spread. Of course, you can add these to your main dishes for Easter, and we hope you enjoy. If you like the episode, make sure to give our video a like, follow us on Instagram, and like us on Facebook. And of course, you can also go on our website to watch the videos. What else can you find?
You
on the
can
website?
find the merch. You can find nice aprons and hats and coffee and all kinds of great little items on there. We even got our handy choppers on there, our motorboat choppers. So go onto the website and order all that stuff up. And we've got cookbooks, right?
Cookbooks. Don't forget the cookbook to send the money to the Breast Cancer Foundation. One thing real quick. I think you noticed today, folks, we don't rehearse this, so when the blender broke, it broke.
Yeah. There's no going back. Once we start, we gotta finish.
Okay. So happy Easter.
Happy Easter.